They rang the doorbell like they owned the place. Technically, they thought they did. My ex-wife. And him, still smelling of champagne and arrogance. She crossed the threshold first, smirking like she rehearsed it. He followed with fake confidence, lips curled in mock sympathy. "Well," she said, her voice sticky sweet, "you'll be finding a new place to live now." She let that hang in the air. This house and everything in it belongs to us now. I didn't blink, didn't rise from the chair, just looked at the two people who once conspired to gut me from the inside out and said nothing, because I didn't need to. The front door opened again. My lawyer walked in, briefcase in hand. Their faces drained like a vein had been cut. It was beautiful. I used to believe in love. That was my first mistake. She started the affair while I was building this house. Our dream, she said. She picked the tiles, the lighting, the finishes. He was a contractor, younger, fit, cheap with his compliments. The kind of man who memorizes mirror angles and forgets birthdays. I noticed their looks, their silences, the rushed goodbyes and phantom texts at 2 a.m. But I played dumb. That was my second mistake. When she filed for divorce, she didn't fight for custody, didn't even ask about the business, just the house. She wanted this house. At first I thought it was sentiment. Now I know it was strategy. They assumed they won. She married him a month after our divorce finalized. His new car parked in my driveway like it had always belonged. She took photos in front of the fireplace we designed together, posted them, tagged them, "Home is where the heart rebuilds." I saw it all. But I didn't rage, didn't confront. I opened the deed, the original, not the forged copy they used to file the transfer behind my back. The signature? Not mine. The notary? Fictional. I hired a forensic duck analyst, quietly. Had my lawyer pull county records, subpoenaed transaction logs. There it was. Fraud. Plain. Legal. Surgical. They hadn't taken the house. They'd set themselves on fire inside it. The moment my lawyer stepped into the room, I watched them with a kind of cold fascination. He froze, eyes darting like a man cornered. She stepped back, half a second behind her instincts. "Derek Moore," my attorney said to him, opening the briefcase, "this is a cease and desist. You'll vacate the premises immediately." He stuttered something about ownership, pointing toward her like a drowning man reaching for driftwood. My lawyer cut him off. "The deed was fraudulently signed. We have expert testimony and court orders already filed." I stood, finally, handed them a folder. Inside was every piece of evidence, every signature, every timestamp, every lie. She flipped through the pages. Her hands trembled. "This isn't..." "Yours?" I said, stepping closer. "Correct." Her mouth opened. Nothing came out. I walked past them, slow and deliberate, every step an indictment. They stood in the hallway like guests overstaying a welcome that was never offered. "This house," I said quietly, "was never about brick and stone. It was about trust, about loyalty. You used it as leverage, a symbol, something to gloat with." I pointed to the door. "Now, it's just a reminder." Neither moved. "I won't press charges. Not yet." Her head snapped up. "But the moment you set foot on my property again, then we escalate." She tried to speak, apologize, maybe, manipulate, more likely. I shut the door in her face. That night, I walked the house in silence, the echo of their footsteps still faint in the floorboards. It didn't feel like home anymore. But it didn't have to. This place wasn't mine because of the mortgage or the marble countertops. It was mine because I survived it. She'll spend the rest of her life chasing validation, trying to rewrite the ending in her favor. But some endings don't need rewriting. They just need to be watched as they unravel. And I'll be right here. Lights on, locks changed, and free.